It goes down smooth, put you in a good mood, start your day off right, helps you make it till noon. A beer for breakfast. Come on now, everyone sing. A beer for lunch, a beer for supper. It just ain't enough. We're going to try this again on Wednesday, October 23rd, 20 and the 24, 12:51 p.m. here on in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. Tried two different video attempts yesterday, neither one of them processed, so threw the computer out the window, had to buy a new one. Not actually, but I thought about it. It's frustrating, but not I mean, nobody nobody is going to lose any sleep if you don't see one of my videos. Don't say that, Bart. That's you're being mean to yourself. You know my laughter through tears. And when I have two different videos that I record and neither one of them processes, then I cry a little and then laugh. So that's what's going on here. We do have a new all-time high, but I'm not even going to write it down because we missed a real sweetheart of a day yesterday. Because you can see today we're down $35,593 and still at an all-time high. So we had a really fun day yesterday. Today, not so much fun, but we have some moves to share over the last couple of days. So let's take a look at those now. So today is what, Wednesday? Yeah. So Wednesday, on Monday, we did a little buying spree. TMF, that's a 3 times bull on the TLT. Bought 500 shares at 48.13. BidX, that's a 2 times bull on Bitcoin. Bought 1,000 shares at 31.95. TMF entered another tranche here at 47.94. And then GDXU, I did buy 1,000 shares at 59.45. Yesterday morning, lady friend and I decided we are going to have a little impromptu fun. So we went for a long walk with Stella Bella, took the convertible out, drove that around, ended up stopping at a new restaurant in Valparaiso. It's a new restaurant, but it's in a old classic location formerly known as Tony's Pizza Parlor, Tony's Pizza Shop, whatever it's called. But we visited Tony's for the last 30 years. And then the Mayor Costas, bought the building from Tony. And Tony happens to have a farm right next to me here, just to the south of me. He has 160 acres that is only farmed as beans and corn, actually farmed from another family of ours that we buy our cow from, the Maxwells. So it's a whole thing. And the new restaurant called Birdie's has opened. So we stopped there for a lunch, had a great time, enjoyed ourselves on just a, impromptu day of having some fun together. But like I said, then I tried to get some videos in for you and it did not work. But I was stopped out. I put stop losses in on each position so I can just set it and forget it yesterday. Got stopped out on all three. The TMF 1,500 shares at 48.43 were sold for a profit of $640. And then the GDXU, we did sell our 1,000 shares at 62 for a profit of $25.50. And then we did lose $710 as we were stopped out on the BidX. And we talked about Bitcoin. It needed to make a decision which way it was going. I thought it was going up, but wow, I was wrong. Today, we have another tranche of GDXU, got 1,000 shares at 58.90, 58.92. Actually, I bought two tranches, haven't I? Yeah. Then we got 500 shares of UPRO, which is a bull for the S&P 500, 87.41. Got another 500 shares at 86.63. And what is that trading at? 86.34. So I'm way down on my whiskey there. Got another tranche of GDXU at 58.39. What's that at? 58.40. Hey, it's up 1 penny since that tranche, but certainly down in our whiskey on the average of the two. And then Shiny, which is a 3 times bull on the gold spot, bought at 49.08, and Shiny is currently at, where did I put that? 49.10. Hey, up 2 cents. So let's take a look at, let's first go back to the big board just to see those. So there's our $45 calls expiring on Friday, 170 contracts. They are down 47% or almost 12 grand. Keeping a close eye on those and making my decision on what to do soon. Leaps are all still in good position, but nowhere as good as well as they were yesterday. Got the 240 calls expiring in 2026, the 235s, same expiration, and the SLVs, which is a silver ETF. This is a gold ETF, the GLD. All of those looking pretty. Yesterday, though, this SLV was, I think, up like 76 grand. Now it's up still over 50,000, but way down from its high yesterday. Here's our positions. You see our GDXU is currently down $310. SLVs are up 7,400, but way down from where it was yesterday. UPRO down 720 and Shiny's down 118. So all of those trades are currently way down in the whiskey, but that is the art of buying on the way down. Doesn't mean I'm right. Just means the probabilities, I truly believe, are in my favor. So let's take a look at a few things and see what has changed since the last time I updated this. So look at there. Look at there. If you tuned in on a Monday, you know we put this line in the sand here at 33.42, and lo and behold, it tested that today, went right on that line and then bounced a little higher. So is it going to test again, and does it break through to the lower side? If so, then based on the next movement up, we'll maybe relabel this and move this 3 of 3 up to here, move this 4 of 3 down to here, and then expecting that big move, or that next move, if it's showing itself to be bullish, we'll then take out that 35 target we had, because we did not hit it. We were right at it, like 34.88, but we did not hit it. I think we're hitting it and going through it now. But we're going to watch this retracement. It should still hold here, but could dip just a little more. I think I'd still move that over anyways if this next move shows to be that it's taken out that 35. That is silver, still looking good in the long term. TLT, I got out of that trade as you saw yesterday. Let's go back here. So went in it on Monday. And the TMF 2 tranches there, a total of 1,500. And then this is the TLT bull, sold those out. Only made 640, but that's paid for all my fun yesterday. So that's just fine. It still hasn't decided. Where that bottom is. So I'm watching it carefully because I think there's still a good trade to be made there. Bitcoin, I think it made its decision. I added in the fibs. It looks very confusing here, but earlier we had put in this 70,000. We tested that. Actually, we broke through that, got that number. Then we said, let's go to 72. Didn't get that. Got up to about 69.5, about 69.5. And then it started to meander. And I said, okay, let's put on the brakes at 66.8. And it tested, and then finally broke down. So now I think our number is, we're going to the 618 fib here between the 618 and the 382. So I've got it at 65,700, which it's already in. We're already in it. Looks like we've turned back up from it. Anyways, we're at 65,588. Why isn't it showing it in the box? Oh, I need to move it up just a little, don't I? Hold on. Talking out loud. 65.7 is what we have as our target. All right, so it's in there now. And it could go as low as 62.9 according to these fibs here, 61.8 to 382. So we're watching that on the Bitcoin, and then once we find that bottom, how it responds from there will determine how we should trade it. But right now, I think you're at the minimum support. We've got this whole box to look through, but right now it could turn up here, which would be a very bullish sign, but easily continue down towards that 63,000. What do we have here? GDX? Yeah, GDX. I've been watching GDX just for those plays that I've made on the GDXU. So GDXU is a 3-time bull on the GDX, which is a gold mining ETF. So let's go to that because I think I've got some illustrations up. All right, so we did put these lines in here, put this in this morning, which was hold the 58.21, and then take out the 63.82. It started to make its way up. Hey, looking good here, Charlie. And now it's come back and retested again. So I don't think this is over yet. I hope it is. I'm looking for it to make a positive move, like 5 up off of these lows that we have put in, and then looking to take out 63.82. So that's why I entered the GDXU. And then as the afternoon goes on, I'll keep an eye on it, and then possibly put in those stop losses to protect too much of a downside in case it continues that way. Gold in general, we put this on Monday. Okay. So, and that number was 2716 as evidenced right here. We did break through that, but look where we're at. We're at 2715. So what I would probably do is I'd move this 4 over. Okay. We would call this move the 3. This is a deep 4, and then that 5 should then definitely take out. I would move it to 2800 plus, because we did get into the 27. We hit the 2760, didn't we? We were knocking on the door for sure. If we didn't hit it, I would move those wave counts over, and then I'd move that 5th wave up to 28 minimum, between 28 and 2900. That would be the idea. I was looking at a bar chart just because I've got the 2-day RSI set on there already. So I was looking at that on the S&P 500. I definitely got in a little early, but we were looking at the RSI down here. I mean, I was looking for it to be under 10, and it went all the way down to, it even touched into the negatives. And I still feel like this is the spot where it needs to hold and then begin to turn back up if it's going to remain bullish and take us from, maybe 5,800 all the way up through 6,000. That's the idea of why I got into the U Pro on the S&P 500. That's what we're looking at. Hopefully this video does process. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. It's just always very nerve-wracking when you start buying on the way down and then it keeps going down. So maybe there'll be a little laughter through tears, and then switch back to laughter before the day is over, because it's a battle right now. Silver and gold, the cartels are trying to keep them in check. They're making their move a little early today. Covered their shorts on Friday, and that's why they were covering shorts on Friday. That's why it had such an explosive move through silver. But this silver squeeze is certainly not over yet. So like, subscribe, comment, share with a level friend. I'll see you in the next video.